Hello there, Bennettsville Honda. This is Coach Stephanie with part 2 of your mystery shop. I submitted a request via your website on September the 7th at 12:04 p.m. I'm sorry, September the 8th at 12:04 p.m. I received a phone call from Dalton at 12:22, and we actually missed the phone call and called back later and left a voicemail. But when we didn't hear back a few hours later, we did return the call and we got Dalton on the phone. I did receive an email at 12:24 right after Dalton attempted to reach us the first time, and it did go into my inbox. Dalton, you did a great job here, but we want to be sure that we call in less than 15 minutes. You did a great job, though, of sending an email within less than 15 minutes of attempting to reach the customer. However, I want you to be sure that once you hang up the phone with the customer, that you send an additional email so that you can continue building rapport and get them information that they may not have written down while you were on the phone. So you want to call in less than 15 minutes, and then once you speak to the customer, send a follow-up email in less than 15 minutes as well. Be sure that you grab control of the call and use the script so that you can schedule an appointment and get them to your dealership. If you can't get an appointment, ask for a tentative time. Schedule a phone follow-up at the very least, but never depend on them to call you back. When sending your follow-up email, you want to use it, like I said, as an opportunity to get them additional information that they probably didn't write down, and you want to use it to continue building rapport. The email should have an attention-grabbing subject line. You want to thank them for their time on the phone, confirm next steps, and remind them of what you agreed to during the phone conversation, which should be a phone follow-up at the very least. Give them a value statement about your dealership that truly sets you apart from the competition. Also, you want to be sure that the email is free of spelling and grammatical errors and that you have a complete signature file. However, taking a look at the email that you sent after your first initial phone call, it did, like I said, go into my inbox. It did come within less than 15 minutes. But what I want you to remember is that when you're emailing before you've spoken to the customer, be sure that the subject line is clear not only what it's about, but who it's from, so that they'll actually open the email. We don't want them to mistake it for spam. You also want to be sure that you validate their decision of vehicle with positive words or industry information. Give information on the exact vehicle. You can give a specific link back to the car, a copy of the Carfax, but be sure that you do give them some type of information on the vehicle. Address availability and let them know if the specific vehicle that they inquired on is in fact available for sale. Set the expectation that they will be getting a future phone call. You did a great job of mentioning to them that you had called and left them a voicemail, but be sure to let them know that if you don't hear back from them, that you will attempt to give them a call back later that day. I do want to, make sure that you realize you want to call them, as soon as you get the email notification that they've submitted a request, then be sure if you don't hear back from them, that you give them a call before the end of your shift. We do want to be sure that we are attempting twice to get the customer on the phone. You also want to be sure that you give a value statement in your phone call and your email as well that truly sets your dealership apart from the competition. Like we discussed in your one-on-ones, you want to give them information like maybe about the Rev Rewards program, something that really sets you guys apart from all the other dealers in your area. Remember that you only get one chance to make a great first impression. You did a great job of, like I said, getting this email out within less than 15 minutes. You do have a complete signature file that has a link back to the website as well as a link to your email, so I would be able to look at additional vehicles or additional price quotes, and the email is free of spelling and grammatical errors. But remember, you only get one chance to make a great first impression. Grab control of that call, use the script, schedule an appointment, and get them there. Your secret code for today is VALUE, VALUE, value. Keep up the hard work, keep practicing, and have a great day.